Bon après-midi, goedemiddag, guten Nachmittag, and good afternoon. Welcome to the latest edition of the BNL Karting Series Update with me, your official series speaker, Alex Goldschmidt. Thanks very much for tuning in, everybody, and welcome to our dedicated YouTube channel. We've got some further developments on our social media, which I'll get onto in just a second. But first things first, I hope you're all keeping well, and I hope you're all well rested, or you're racing in preparation for round one of the 2019 season due to happen in just 3 weeks' time. Of course, we go to round one of the 2019 racing season. A big thank you, first of all, for Kevin at vosmedia.be. His website will be linked down in the description below. A big thank you for him for bringing a new, dynamic, enthusiastic and energy-filled after movie, which I really enjoyed making with Ben van der Stucken, our press and PR guy. Thoroughly enjoyed it. You'll hear some familiar voices speak different languages, myself included. You'll be quite surprised to find out it's not German. Just wait. But hopefully that other language will improve significantly over the coming weeks and months whenever I'm in Belgium. So allez-y, c'est parti, as they say in French, for those French speakers out there. If you're going to ask me if I'm going to speak Dutch or Netherlands, it's going to be difficult. I speak 3 languages already. Fourth one could be a bit of a tight order, let's say. Also have to give a big thank you to kartfoto.com, based in Haarlem in the Netherlands. So thank you very much, Michael Mellis. Fantastic work as always, my good friend. Good to see you. So you can head to the official Kart Photo Facebook page, the kartfoto.com website. Both will be linked in the description down below. You are now available as of Wednesday this week just gone to download and also order your photos from the kickoff. So looking forward, Michael, to hopefully seeing you at round one in just 3 weeks. Also a final thank you to everyone that helped make the BNL kickoff the success it was. From all the drivers, the teams, the families, the supporters, for attending. Also all the personnel at Karting Genk. So of course the volunteers, the marshals, race control, timing, camera crew. Also all the staff at the GKS Lemons Power kart shop, which is based just off of turns 12, 11 and 12 on the infield part, just off turn 10. Also the restaurant and the cafeteria, thank you very much. Great food as always, great hospitality, and great sunshine. Thank you to the Belgian skies for being so kind to us last weekend with highs of around 15, 16 degrees Celsius. So, with that being said, let's have a review of the 2019 BNL kickoff. Over 125 competitors, 15 different nationalities raced around the 1,360 metre track at Karting Genk this past weekend at the kickoff, which kick-started the BNL Karting Series, the RACB Belgium Max Challenge, and of course the Dutch Chrono Karting season as well. Great to see so many different people, so many people that I recognise from my travels of Europe from last season for both the BNL Karting Series, of course the Rotax Maxi Road Trophy Championship as well. But first things first, let's congratulate our winners for the Le Mans International Trophy event. So for Micromax from the Netherlands, it was the number 54 of Tommy van der Stroys, who did the best defending job I think I've ever seen. And I think some older drivers could learn from this young Dutch driver. Minimax, it was the number 60, again from the Netherlands. Well done to Nick Gerhards. Unfortunately, Tim was involved in the trenches and got caught unawares a little bit later on in the second final, just 4.5 minutes from the end. Junior Max from Poland, it was Dan Holland Racing's 243 of Ollie Pilka, who came under some stiff competition all the way through both finals, but the Polish driver managed to keep it on song and pick up a double victory in both finals to take the ticket for Le Mans. Jordan Brown-Nutley made it 3 different nationalities out of 4 different drivers. In the Senior Max division, the number 310 fended off Lewis Gilbert right up until the hilt, but Lewis didn't really have a chance because Jordan already had one final in the bag and just clinched it by staying at the front for the duration of the second final. DD2, it was the defending BNL Karting Series champion from Belgium, the 412 Zander Schublak. So he heads to Le Mans in August, and along with that will be Germany's Andreas Schindler in DD2 Masters. So 6 tickets awarded, 5 different nationalities, and in 6 different classes. What a great way to start off the season, and with the first championship in continental Europe to hand out entry tickets to the Rotax Max Challenge International Trophy being held at the Circuit Alain Prost at Le Mans on the 21st to the 24th of August 2019. And maybe we'll see some Rotax legends born there as well. Of course, we also gave away 8 free season passes in terms of entries to the BNL Karting Series for 2019. In Micromax, it was GKS Lemon's Power's very own Len Nice from Belgium in the number 17. Jaden Thien was the recipient of the BNL Karting Series free season pass in Minimax in the 107. Junior Max, it was Dan Ginchard in the SFR Motorsport number 254 from the United Kingdom. Lewis Gilbert made it another one for the UK in Senior Max of the Doroi Diamond. Hopefully we'll be coming back to BNL in 2019, and I think he's going to be one to watch this year in the 329. He's with Persistence Motorsport in Senior Max. Jan Schwitter, herzlichen Glückwunsch. Eine Schweizer hat ein freies Eintritt bei der Saison in 2019 von der BNL Karting Series. So Jan Schwitter from Switzerland. Yes, I speak German as well. This is going to be a truly multinational program in terms of languages, so I'm going to try and use as much as I can. So Jan Schwitter, congratulations from FM Racing. The 427 from Switzerland will be part of the BNL Karting Series for 2019. He's already confirmed that to me before the podium at the kickoff. DD2 Masters, of course, Monsieur Casanova from France. Christophe Adams, bienvenue. He was hoping for a Le Mans ticket, but Christophe, you've probably got another opportunity somewhere along the line, my friend. I'm sure there's going to be a French DD2 Masters class that you can enter, and there'll be a ticket, hopefully with your name on it, my friend. But he's got an opportunity to go for his 14th appearance at the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. That's impressive. And also, we have to welcome our first ever inaugural race weekend winners for both OK and OK Junior. So congratulations to the number 228 of Gilles Stadsbader from Belgium in OK, and félicitations à Luxembourg, Maxime Fouran-Castellin, the 136, the smallest competitor I think in the entire paddock, but size, you know what they say? Appearances can be deceptive. He may be 11, but hopefully he's going to come back to the BNL. Really look forward to hopefully seeing him in the paddock this year. So, let's have a look at the highlights of what was truly an exciting kickoff that gave us suspense, controversy, drama, and fantastic racing.
Do we go from red to green? Yes, we do. Do we go green? Yes, we do. It's now a slow crawl towards the tram lines. Will we get the red lights going out for final number 1? Yes, we do. And they stream down 3 abreast at some points going in, and there's someone is very brave around the outside of turn number 2. That could be Danny Van Dyke if I'm very much mistaken. Gantry, we're ready to go racing for the final time for Senior Max this weekend at the BNL Karting Series kickoff at the home of champions, Karting Genk. They enter into the tram lines. The Rotax engines roar into life and the lights are out. Heading into turn number 1. From third goes the 243 into the lead of this race. And there's Ginchard and Van Vugt trying to muscle out. Oh, Van Vugt, and it looks like Jeff Michiels have come together out of turn 9. Red lights on the starting gantry, 30 minutes of wait of racing. And we go lights out, off into turn 1. Ginchard pushed a little bit further to the outside, and it looks like it could be Van Hoyten trying to get the opportunity, but Ginchard, whoa, comes out of nowhere and steals the lead from Pilka. As Pilka is defending from Danny Van Dyke, Vilgot Edquist is behind them with... oh, that's not good at all! Not good at all. 2:14. As there's more bumping and boring. Oh, someone's nearly... oh, that was very close indeed for Oscar Christiansen from RS Competition. And he's been clattered into again at turn 6. Hang on. Where is Van Vugt? Where is Van Vugt? Was that him again? But Jordan Brown-Nutley continues to lead the British 1-2 at the front of the Senior Max Final number 2. On Lewis Gilbert, who now senses and can smell a victory here. Gilbert says, I need to hang on. Brown-Nutley's like saying, I need to get away from these beggars behind me. And he's pulled a gap of a kart length and a half going into turn 6 on Lewis Gilbert. Jordan Brown-Nutley takes the win here. And what a display from the dual ride diamond, sparkling again. Gilles Satspada from Madsdies, Jano Sutens behind Maxime Furon-Castelay, with Jules Castro and Gerd van Aris as looks, and thing goes up the inside. Oh, clash! Oh, that's disaster! Disaster for Tim Gerhard. Absolutely unsighted there. Coming through the tram lines here to get a clean start. Do we go green? Yes, and nice work by Shrivlak already. Well, that was a lightning start if ever.
Well, 2.5 minutes, I don't think really does just enough justice to it. But you can really get a flavour for it. I wanted to make this as quick and as brief as possible. But, you know, the kickoff was a fantastic event. Fully live streamed, fully audio streamed. We had the circuit PA going. And it was great to have such a great atmosphere. I really have to say a big thank you for the teams for adhering to the recently introduced CIK FIA regulation, which is Rule Q Article 1.4, or is it? Yeah, 1.4, reference the warm-up of engines in the paddocks, which are prohibited. So big thank you for the teams for adhering to that as much as possible. We really do thank you on that one. It made for a quieter atmosphere around the paddock, and I can actually hear when I was speaking to people. So for me as a commentator, you know, I'm stuck in the booth pretty much all day long, and it's nice to come out and speak to people. But yeah, thank you very much, teams, for adhering to that, and we look forward to obviously seeing you all again at March 23rd and March 24th. Of course, we have another bit of business to attend to, reference the kickoff, because on 1 o'clock Central European time on Saturday, the 23rd of February, both myself and Karting Genk circuit owner and GKS Lemons power owner, Kern Lemons, was able to assist in us presenting the inaugural Peter de Wit Fair Play Trophy. Peter de Wit was a very much loved and well respected individual in the Karting Genk community, both as a marshal but also as a very, very involved volunteer, and was one of the key personnel that helped the World Championships for the CIK FIA KZ2 category, the FIA Academy Trophy, and also the International KZ2 Super Cup that ran on the first weekend of September last year. Without Peter's help and his insistence of getting stuck in with both hands, he's just one of the team that helped to bring the prestigious FIA Best Event Trophy at the 2018 FIA Karting Awards Gala on December 7th in Geneva last year, that was kindly accepted by Kern Lemons, but on behalf of the whole team, and a few of them like Christian Schermans and Pasi Peters. I know you also travelled out there to Geneva to be there with Kerners. You know, it was definitely a team effort, and we will miss Peter greatly. Much loved in the paddock, and will be sorely missed. And Peter, we'll see you soon, my friend. Thank you, and all the very best to your family and your friends, and especially your brother, at this very difficult time. As Peter left us on the 25th of January this year without warning, and it was a sudden loss to us all. The inaugural winner of the Peter de Wit Fair Play Trophy was GHK Racing's Karel Stout, who impressed series organiser Dave Ritson immensely by asking question after question after question. And that piqued Dave's interest, and he said we had to give it to him. And a big thank you to all the marshalling, all the team that helped to provide a moment's silence just off the pre-grid with myself and Dave Ritson in attendance. A very emotional moment, but we felt it was right to pay respect to Peter before we started our season. So thank you all for attending. And Peter's memory will live on in the Fair Play Trophy. So Karel Stout now has that until the first round of the championship in 3 weeks' time. So next up, let's talk entries, shall we, for BNL Karting Series 2019. We're just 3 weeks away from the first round of the championship. So the first weekend we'll have 4 finals. We'll have that format all the way through the 2019 racing season. But there is a difference this year because of the fact that we have more categories with the introduction of OK and OK Junior. The events will be timed rather than set to a specific amount of laps. This is to allow a proper facilitation of a smooth timetable all the way through the racing season. So you will be running to times plus an additional lap for for all the races. Qualifying will still be happening as it is, warm-up will still happen as it is, but the races will be under a time duration format from now on. So the entry banks close the Tuesday before the first round of the season, which is the 19th of March. So Tuesday the 19th of March is your last day to get your entries in. You can enter via the BNL Karting Series website at bnlkartingseries.com. Alternatively, you can go to your dedicated Rotax Racing app available on iOS or Android. So for me, I'm an Apple user, so it's iTunes if I was ever to enter. Not that I would, as they say, those that can do, those that can't talk about it. So I like looking at the entry lists and finding out who's going to be racing that weekend, and it's quite good to see some familiar faces there as well. So at the moment, for the first round of the championship, we're up to 83 entries so far, with juniors being 30 or probably there or thereabouts for the first round of the championship. Seniors about half that. Micros around about double the entry point of double figures, good for DD2, and OK, around about just under double figures. A few other categories need to catch up, so you've still got until Tuesday the 19th of March to enter. Otherwise, if you want to be a late entrant, you've got to pay an additional €100 as per the regulations. We then head to Karting Genk, Marienburg, on the 6th and 7th of July. Entries close on the 2nd of July. That's the Tuesday before the event. Again, late entry fees do apply if you contact the series organisers and say, oh, I want to come to Marienburg, which is about 2 hours south of Genk, before I forget. You can do so, but again, late entry fee will apply. We have over 50 at the moment, around about 54, 55, hopefully pushing above 60 maybe by the midpoint of next week. The entries close on the 2nd of July, that's the Tuesday before the race event. And then the final round of the championship, Karting Genk, round 3, October 5th and 6th. The entry banks close on Tuesday, October 1st. We are already at 56 entries, and that is 20 of which are junior max. So now the thing is, the entry books are open, they're closing at certain times. You've got to watch out what you're doing. So really that's it about an entries update for the BNL Karting Series in 2019. We've always got an any other business section here on the BNL Karting Series update. But first things first, I wanted to say a big congratulations for both Clayton Ravenscroft and Corby Powles for being two of the drivers from the BNL Karting Series that took part in the 25th anniversary of the Volant Winfield event that took place at the Le Castellet circuit at Paul Ricard in France at the same time as the BNL Karting Series kickoff was taking place. They were part of 17 young drivers that were vying for a full season in the FFSA France Formula 4 Championship with the assistance of the Winfield Racing School. Unfortunately, Clayton and Corby were unable to make it to the final 4 that were selected on the Monday to go through the final phase of the selection process. But nevertheless, they did themselves and the BNL Karting Series proud, and I'm looking forward to seeing both of them racing back in BNL this year. Clayton, you haven't entered yet. Come on, get your skates on. But Corby, I know you're already doing 2 things, because Corby's competing in both OK and Senior Max this year. He's got a very busy calendar for 2019 as a youngster who's recently been announced with the Ralf Schumacher chassis squad as well. So that's a big coup. The youngster that missed out by 1 point from Muddy Boyer from Spain on the FIA Academy Trophy last year. Also, the entry banks for the Rotax Max Challenge International Trophy are now officially open. So you can go to the Rotax Racing app on iOS or Android and enter right now. the entry form is available. That's pretty good. Nice one, Rotax. Love the fact that this app, oh, nearly dropped my phone there. This app is making things so much easier that if you have a Wi-Fi connection or a data connection through your service provider, you can be anywhere in the world and still enter a race event through Rotax. That's brilliant. Also, with regards to the International Trophy, there's a couple of developments. Of course, the BNL Karting Series has already announced that the highest ranked Micromax driver at the end of the race weekend at Marienburg, following the best 7 of 8 point scores, will get an entry ticket to the International Trophy at Le Mans. But it gets better than that, because further to that, we have also announced the following news. That through conversations through the BNL Karting Series' Dave Ritson, and also the Rotax Max Euro Trophy chief organiser Mike Wagner, who just also is the CEO of camp company GmbH based in Germany, have decided that the first round of the Rotax Max Euro Trophy for 2019 will become the Euro Trophy Open, meaning that the original 4-round calendar will turn into 3. There's been an agreement between both parties that the Rotax Max Euro Trophy Open will be a non-point scoring round and will be run under the RACB, that's the Royal Automobile Club of Belgium regulations, for the Euro Trophy Open. So the very first time in Euro Trophy history, we welcome both Micro and Mini Max to the party. Plus also there's an added incentive for the other 4 categories competing, which will be Junior Max, Senior Max, DD2 and DD2 Masters. Micro and Mini Max for both the winner and the runner-up at the end of the weekend will also get an entry ticket to the International Trophy at Le Mans. For the winner in Junior Max, Senior Max and DD2, they will receive an automatic qualification ticket and entry for the 20th anniversary of the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals that will take place at the Circuito Internazionale Napoli in Sarno in Italy from October 19th to the 26th. The DD2 Masters race weekend winner will take home a full season entry for the 2019 Rotax Max Euro Trophy Championship, which kicks off at a new venue for 2019. We head to Italy for the first time, to the Adria Karting Raceway on the 31st of May to the 2nd of June. And for those that also follow the Rotax Max Euro Trophy Facebook page, you will have recently been aware of the news that I myself, as series commentator, will be back behind the microphone for 2019. Oliver Schubashek Jr. is back in the pit lane, and the total season will be live streamed for your viewing pleasure in both audio and video at every single race weekend, which will be Genk for the Euro Trophy Open, Adria Karting Raceway. We'll be heading back to the Kristianstad Karting Club at the Asumring in Sweden in mid-July, and then we head back to the Procart Raceland facility at Wackersdorf in Bavaria in Germany for the first weekend, the 6th to the 8th of September, to conclude the season. Also in other news reference to the BNL Karting Series, we now have a brand new social media outlet. We're on Twitter! Yes, newly conceived for 2019. We want to crank the volume on the racing for 2019, but also on the social media aspect. So we're already on at BMC_BNL for Instagram. We're also on Facebook. We've also got the YouTube channel. And now we have Twitter. So head to twitter.com/KartingBNL. That's our official Twitter handle, KartingBNL. I'll put all the links in the description below, reference all the information that I've just gone through. So our social media feeds here at the BNL Karting Series, the entry points of when you can enter for the International Trophy, also for the entry banks for the Rotax Max Euro Trophy Open, and also the rounds for the Championship as well. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for this week's edition of the BNL Karting Series update. My name is Alex Goldschmidt, your official series speaker, signing off for this time. And look forward to seeing you all on the 23rd and the 24th of March back at the home of champions, Karting Genk, where we start the season all over again. It's about control and delete, and it's get ready to put the pedal to the metal with the Rotax roar screaming around the hallowed halls of the home of champions. See you round 1 in just 3 weeks. Goodbye from me.